Okay everyone, it's been a while since I've done a cooking video. So I'm doing this one. We're going to be doing a chicken Jalfrezi, except it's going to be a vegan one, so there's going to be no chicken in it. Um, we've got... I've done a previous video, you know, where I've done the normal chicken Jalfrezi and I put like a kg of chicken cubes in. But I've been recommended these by a friend, and it's always nice if you can be accommodating if you're cooking for friends. Then if you can try and make it so that everybody can enjoy it, then it's all the better. So I've been recommended these cubes. They are from Farm Foods, and that's what they are. They're meatless chicken style pieces, and they are vegan friendly as far as yeah, here we go, somewhere there. Suitable for vegans. Everything else is like the Jalfrezi that I've done before. So you've got very roughly chopped veg, you've got tomatoes, peppers, onions, tomato puree, chilies. Gonna have to be a little bit cautious with them depending on who you're cooking for. Then we're going to be using these. Now these are 300-gram packs. I normally use about a kg of diced chicken, so I think I might go with 2, maybe 3. And then we're cheating again. We're going to be using a ready-made masala. So we've got chicken Jalfrezi mix already in there. Right, I'm going to chop these up. Well, in fact, no, I'm going to chop. I've got the oil here ready to go, but before we do any of that, I'm going to get these to marinate. So what I normally do is get all the chicken to marinate in that sauce for about half an hour. You could leave it overnight if you want. So as far as mixing the marinade is concerned, it comes out of that packet. There it is. It says about half a cup of water. Get all your powder in there and then give it a mix. So I'm going to mix that up. It's as simple as that. Get it in there, mix it up, and then I'm going to use that I've just washed to put the chicken in and leave it to marinate. I'm going to go for a run while that marinates, and hopefully by the time I come back it should have had enough time. Now, I've never done a chicken Jalfrezi with this chicken substitute, vegan chicken substitute, so it's going to be a bit of an experiment today. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so the chicken has had about 40 minutes to marinate. There we go, or the chicken substitute, vegan chicken substitute. And I've had a chance to come back and chop up all the veg. So you've got your onions, tomatoes, red and yellow peppers, and we've got some chilies. We're only going with about half the amount of chilies I would normally go with, and we've got most of the seeds out. Oil over here is nice and hot, so we're ready for the chicken to go in. Okay, so the chicken is ready to go in. We're going to stir fry this for about 15 minutes. I've never used this vegan stuff before, so might just have to play it by ear. Okay, so one second, let me turn the fan off. So partway through the cooking, I've just turned the heat down just to give you an update as to how it's cooking. Like I say, it's the first time I've cooked with these vegan chicken substitute cubes, and I'm curious as to how they cook. So far, to be honest, they've behaved just like you would do in terms of cubes of chicken. I've fetched one out just to taste and get an idea of texture and whether the masalas are actually penetrating. It looks like most of the spices are stuck to the surface, but here we've got some cooking time yet. Right, so we'll give this another 5 minutes, but so far, thumbs up, it's behaving very much like chicken would behave being cooked under these conditions. It's taking up the sauce as well, the oils are separating well, so we know it's getting cooked. Next, tomato puree. We'll give that 10 minutes once that's in, and then the chopped veg. So the chicken pieces, or the vegan substitute pieces, have had about 15 minutes. I keep saying chicken. Ready for the tomato puree. I'll put this in and then give it another 10-15 minutes cooking time, and then we should be ready for the chopped veg. Okay, so this wasn't in the recipe, but I've gone slightly off the recipe now. I'm thinking I'm going to bulk out the meal with some of these Swedish falafel, also out of same place I got the chicken substitute from. I forget what it's called now, the frozen food place. But yeah, very nice fried. But I'm going to add these in, see how they turn out. Okay, so the meatless pieces, they've had about 15 minutes. The tomato puree's been in there for another further 15. I did put the falafel in as well. Farm Foods ones, I remembered. Hoping that's not a mistake. I'm sure they'll be fine. I've had them before and they're already pre-cooked. It says on there, fully cooked, just heat and eat. So I'm hoping just going in there for another half an hour will be enough to defrost them. And we're ready for all the veg. Let's go in. Straight in. I'm going to let these go in there. Look at that, amazing colours. Maybe about 15-20 minutes. I'm going to cover it up, make sure I turn it every so often, and that should be it. Don't let these sweat down too much. You want the veg quite chunky, stir fry style. So I'll see you in about 15 minutes. See how it goes. Everyone, before I show you how we've got on with the cooking of the meal there, a few observations. First thing, these meatless chicken pieces, they're already seasoned. Should have really picked up on that. So they're seasoned, meat free, and they've all already got salt, onion powder, garlic powder, which meant that it's probably ended up a little saltier than I anticipated. Second point, if you're actually using chicken, there's a lot more moisture in chicken which gets released into the sauces as you're cooking. I found with these not so much, so I've had to actually add water. Third one, I've kept the chilies out. It is quite flavourful without it, and I can always add some spice afterwards rather than make it too spicy, and then if I'm cooking for people then it could be too spicy for them. So them three. Other than that, would I use it again? Definitely. Farm Foods, definitely use it again if I was cooking for guests. I'm not vegan, but no reason why you couldn't cook with this. It's turned out just as well, and then everybody can enjoy. So let's have a look. It's nicely simmering under there, and it's so easy as well. I mean, other than stopping to do the video things, it's probably about a half an hour dish. There we go. I'm going to give that another 5 minutes just to let the veg sweat down, and then we're ready.